Hi guys and welcome back. Today I was flicking through Tumblr and for some reason a lot of the Kim Kardashian wedding pictures keeps coming up on my feed, which I know she did that a while ago and I'm a bit late on the bandwagon, but I thought I really wanted to try the look out for my channel. So today I thought I would do a Kim K inspired look from her editorial piece in Vogue, which is extremely controversial, but no, I love the look and it's very sort of smoky, almost grungy looking, which I'm getting really into at the moment. I think it's becoming a bit of a trend, so let's get into it. As you can see, I've already got my foundation on. I am filming a first impressions on Revlon Nearly Naked foundation. So I've just done my concealer, my foundation and powder, so we're going to get straight onto the brows because I cannot stand not having brows on for any longer. So the picture I'll be using I'll probably put close to my face maybe, or next to my face, but it's just a close-up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Oh, my phone looks really good. But it's just this close-up here that I'm doing. Her brows aren't as defined as what she normally has them, so I'm going to try and mimic them as close as possible. So I'm just going to use this as like an inspired look, not necessarily a transformation. I'm just going to start by filling in the bottom. So I'm just trying to round out my brow as best I can. Blend them out with the spoolie so there's no choppy lines in my brows. So for the eye look I'm going to start off with a bronzy base, and for that I'm going to use my Colour Tattoo eyeshadow from Maybelline in the colour Bronze, and as you can see it's well loved. And I'm just going to place this on my eye using my finger because I find it's a lot easier to work with these with my finger. I get better pigmentation and I just find that the colours work a lot better with the heat of my finger. So for this look I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Naked 1 palette, and I'm going to take the first colour, which is Naked, and I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush and I am going to blend that into my crease. And this is going to work as our transition shade so that all the other colours we put down after blend out. Because this is a very smoky eye, I want all the colours to blend so that we do get that smokiness. So for this I'm literally just going to be blending darker colours on top of lighter ones, just so that we build up to the intensity that we're after. So I'm now going in with the colour Buck, which is just that darker brown colour, and I'm using a denser brush and I'm just tapping it in and then tapping off the excess, and then I'm just going to run this colour from the outside to the inside of my crease. One thing with Kim's makeup is the darkness goes from the inside all the way to the outside. It's not focused necessarily on the outside, it's just throughout. And then I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush and I'm going to blend it out. Then I'm just going to take more of that Buck colour and I'm just going to deepen up the inside of that eye, because she does have quite a lot of darkness up near her eyebrow. And you're just blending that out, and if you're having trouble blending that out, just go with your first colour, the Naked colour, and just pick a bit of that up on your fluffy brush and just use that to help blend out those colours. Now with the colour Smog, which is this bronzy dark colour, on a flat shader brush I'm just going to hit that on the lid. I'm tapping off the excess, and this is just a really goldy bronze colour. And on the outer corner of that I'm just going to put this one here, which is called Dark Horse, and I'm just going to pat that on the outer corner, and then I'm going to blend that into that Smog colour. Now with a fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend that out. And what I actually am going to do is I'm going to take some of that dark horse colour again, and I am going to put that on my dense blending brush, and I'm going to blend that through the crease. Really focusing it on the inside and the outside of the crease. This is a really dramatic, would be really nice look for going out if you're going clubbing, or if you are game enough to wear this as a daytime look. We're not wanting this to be a cat eye, we're wanting this to be rounded. So I'm just starting to blend some of that under. And now going in with the colour Creep, which is this dark navy looking colour, but it does come up quite black, and I'm just going to tap a little bit on my brush, tap off any excess, and I'm literally just putting that in the outer corner, sweeping that into the inner corner. Using my big fluffy brush again, just helping those colours blend out. Okay, so now that you've got both eyes done and matching, I'm just going to take the other end of my blending brushes, came with the palette, and I'm just picking up the colour Half Baked, because Kim has like a goldy sort of highlight in the inner corner of her eye. I'm just using my Naked 2 palette just for the foxy colour, and I'm going to use that to highlight under the brow bone. Now I'm just going to go in with a black liner, and I'm just going to line my lower waterline, and I'm also going to tightline. This is just going to help with the darkness. So you just want to smudge them into your lash line. Doesn't have to be neat whatsoever. Taking a pencil brush, I'm going to blend that smudged line out. I'm going to go back into the Naked palette, and I'm going to pick up that dark horse colour and a little bit of, and I'm going to use that to blend. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take the colour Buck, and I'm just going to start by blending that black eyeliner out. Kim's lower lash line was smoked out. I'm now taking a wee blending brush again, and with the colour Naked, I'm just tapping the colour onto the side of my brush, and I'm just going to use that to blend further, because this is just all on blending. You could do this with any shadow, it's just blending is your key to achieving this. Now with my pencil brush again, I'm going to take that dark horse colour again, and I'm just going to tap like my tip into the shadow, tap off, and I'm just going to run this really close to my lash line. And then back with that blending brush, I'm going to blend up into the crease just so that we really emphasize that rounded shape. And then taking a bit more of Buck. So I really want this lower part to be smoked out. Now that we're done with the eyes, I'm going to be popping on some lashes, and I'm going to be using the xoBeauty lashes in the style Gold Digger. And these are just really nice voluminous lashes. They have a little bit of extra volume just in the middle there, as you can see. And these are really light lashes. So they are perfect for beginners. If you're just starting off with applying lashes, I would highly recommend these lashes. They're so easy to put on, they're so light. So the glue I'm using is the Duo adhesive. But while that eyelash glue is setting, we're going to go onto the face. I want to start by bronzing my skin up a bit. In the picture, Kim's face makeup is, she doesn't look like she's wearing any blush or that much bronzer, but for me wearing this, I would like to wear something on my face because otherwise I look dead. But for her, they didn't put much on her face from what it looks like. She just looks really natural. So I'm just going to be using my Hourglass palette, and I'm using that Radiant Light colour, which is a bronzy colour, and I'm just going to use this to just warm up my face. And this will also provide a sort of glow to the skin. Now this isn't shimmery, it's glowy, so I don't normally like using shimmery bronzers, but this isn't, yeah, it doesn't pull shimmer, it's more like gives you that natural glowing effect that if you were to get like a natural tan sort of thing. I'm now just going to go in for a contour, and I'm using my Sleek contour palette in medium and a small wee contouring brush. Contour my cheekbones to give a little shape to my face. And I'm just taking a little bit up onto my temples and across my forehead. And then I'm just going to sweep like the tiniest bit down my nose, and then just some under the jawline. For my blush, I'm wanting to go with something a little bit natural, so this is the blush from Sleek in Antique, and I'm just going to dab that in, tap off excess, start at the back of my hairline and just come forward. I'm not wanting a ton of blush, I'm not wanting a ton of blush, I just want a little bit of something to my cheeks. For my highlight, I'm going back into my Hourglass palette. I'm taking that middle colour, which is called Incandescent Light, just on a wee brush, and I'm just going to dust this on the tops of my cheekbones, up into my brow bone, and then like the tiniest bit down my forehead, lips and chin. Now I'm just going to put on some mascara before I put on lashes, and I'm just using the Lash Stiletto by Maybelline. Now I'm just going to take my lashes and my glue and coat them in the glue. While I wait for the glue to dry on my lashes, I'm just going to coat my lower lashes. So lastly, for our lips, I'm going to be going with a nude lip, and I'm going to start off with my favourite lip liner, which is Exaggerate Full Lip Liner by Rimmel and Addiction. I have overdrawn my lips slightly. So for the lips, I'm going to be using Tantalizing Taupe by Maybelline, and this is the Nude collection. And just to add a little bit of colour, because I feel like this is a bit too nude for me, I'm just using my Ysl lipstick, and I'm just tapping that on, and that's in Rouge Volupt, but you could use any pink lipstick. So this is my finished Kim Kardashian inspired look from the cover of Vogue. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me recreate this, and that you feel inspired to recreate it yourself, or possibly any other Kim Kardashian look, because let's be honest, her makeup is always on point, is always fierce, and I'm loving it. So I'm going to go in for a close-up of the eye so you can see what's going on here in the lips. If you guys enjoyed watching this, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next tutorial. Thanks guys! Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I thought today that we would do a first impression on the Revlon Nearly Naked powder and foundation.